We were also disturbed by many things that are happening in our country. We still continue to witness discovery of bodies of our children who have been abducted and killed. And we want to urge those who are in leadership of this country that the responsibility of securing the life of every Kenyan is in your hands. And it is perturbing to hear the police saying they are not involved and they don't know who is doing it. So ours is to urge them, if it is not the police doing it, let then the police tell us who is doing it, because we can't live in a nation where those who are entrusted with the lives of Kenyans and securing are telling us they don't know what's happening. Every one life lost is a loss not only to the family, a loss to Kenya, and particularly when it is our young people, because that's where our future resides, and that's where the future of this country is. We are also beginning to hear hated political rhetoric and a lot of mobilization. Again, as usual in Kenya, we mobilize according to tribes and regions. And we can now see and can say the threat to cohesion in Kenya is the political class, because they are the ones who mobilize us according to tribes and putting Kenyans against one another alongside tribal lines. Our call is Kenyans need peace. Kenyans have no problem with one another. We live together in our cities. We live together in the countryside. We do business and we grow and thrive together. But the threat to cohesion in this country is in the rhetoric of our politicians who use tribal inclination and language to put Kenyans against each other and remind us that we are different tribes. If Kenya is to be peaceful, let the political class now put off the rhetoric and the talk that we are using to mobilize Kenyans against each other on tribal lines. We are already beginning to see meetings of different, in different regions. And the rhetoric in each region is to hit at the rhetoric of another region. This will not give Kenya peace. And if we continue this way, this will become a national security issue, because Kenyans will wake up against each other. We don't want ever to see what happened in 2007. We want peace in this country. We want one nation under God's rule. And we are asking those who are leading us, please lead Kenya as leaders for Kenyans, not for tribes. Lead Kenyans as leaders who will prosper us, but not leaders who are going to lead us into chaos and into turmoil. But we are also asking Kenyans to be patient with one another. Let us not listen to what politicians are telling us. Let us know that your neighbor is your neighbor, irrespective of the language they speak. They are still your neighbors. And for our young people who began a movement that is tribeless and classless, we want you to keep to the same. Refuse the tribal language and rhetoric. Let us look for our rights as young Kenyans whose opportunity is at stake if we are not careful. So let us not agree to be divided. Let us always agree that